In the heart of Mennonite and Amish country, a textile company developed some cushy parts for the automotive industry. Aylmer, Ontario is a vibrant cultural mosaic, home to Mennonite and Amish communities, temporary home to migrant workers, and a hub for innovative manufacturing. Here, at the Elgin Innovation Center, family-owned Enns Textile, also known as Enns Textile Packaging Solutions, has woven itself into the fabric of the automotive industry. Enns specializes in automotive reusable packaging, plastic and foam products that protect sensitive auto parts in transit between manufacturing plants and assembly plants. But it's not quite assembly line work here.
I don't think there is much standardization. It's unique to every customer. It's unique to every product. We just focus on working with our customers to help their customer receive a satisfactory product that will work for the purpose it's intended.
The story of Enns Textile starts with dunnage, or rather, the lack of it. Dunnage is typically the inexpensive material used to protect cargo during transport. And more than 20 years ago, Francisco Enns saw a need and started the family business with his family on the kitchen table.
It was something that my mom really, being a seamstress, was really good at, right? So we got a couple small jobs from his connections, and it was working on our kitchen table at night after dinner, spreading the materials out on the floor, manually cutting them, rulers, measuring tapes, making sure everything lined up. Pretty much sewing until 2 or 3 at night, and my brother and I were 11 and 13 at the time, and we had to help, which we really, really hated. But yeah, it took off from there.
They opened a new garage, and Francisco built a table that facilitated the cutting process.
It had like grooves in it. We used utility knives, which was already a great big upgrade.
Enns uses a lot of UHMWs, or ultra-high molecular weight polyethylene, and HDPEs, that's high-density polyethylene, for its materials, which makes the endeavor both affordable and reusable. The company works with the client to help design the product, which must first be dissected into multiple pieces. The in-house team then creates files for a machine they call the cutter. The cutter is an automated cutting machine that has the capacity to cut several hundred bags at a time. The cutter is set up with the material needed for a vehicle bumper. The specifics are programmed, and the button is pushed. Once the parts are cut and approved, seamstresses go into full production mode. Employees match thread to material. Experienced hands take over to piece materials together. Some items are hand-stitched, while others require a commercial-grade sewing machine. Once the fabrics are sewn, they're moved to the assembly rack to await inserts. These inserts are set up according to size and thickness, ready to be transformed by a massive industrial-grade table router. Precise measurements and router setup is paramount before hitting start. The board guided along with human hands. and then the inserts are checked before the router is set for a horizontal cut. Once the inserts are done, they're taken to the assembly area where the bumper covers are carefully hung on the assembly racks. Small plastic rods are carefully coaxed into and through the edging of the bumper. The plastic inserts are guided into open slots to ensure a stiff stability for the bumper. The final products are placed onto skids where, once they meet quota, are wrapped and shipped. Enns Textile has a fluctuating number of employees due to seasonal demands, ranging from the low 20s to sometimes as high as 60. The workforce itself is uniquely suited to the job.
We employ a lot of the Mennonite people that live in the Aylmer area. We employ a lot of women. Our seamstresses are all women, and it's great because coming from a Mennonite background, they're used to sewing their own clothes. They've got at least some sort of sewing experience, which then in turn makes us a better supplier because our quality is that much better because of the experience we've gained.
But Enns Textile wasn't intentionally strategic.
The number one reason why our business operates in Aylmer would be that we live here. It's our hometown, but it is also central for shipping to our customers. We have customers from the Toronto area, we have customers from the Windsor and Detroit area. So it's a central location which makes shipping pretty much the same in both directions.
It's a business that weaves together traditional skills with innovation to create a much-needed reusable product. Made in Ontario.